President William Samoei Ruto bashes the opposition for what he terms as the opposition lacking agenda, lacking a track record, and lacking a plan. He says, for you to succeed in politics, you need those three things, which I've just named: agenda, a plan, and a track record. True. It's very true. But before we go to the opposition, let us sit down and ask the president, so far, what is your plan? 1. Number 2, what is your agenda? 2. And most importantly, what is your track record, Mr. President William Samoei Ruto? You'll realize there is nothing much set for extrajudicial killing, state-sanctioned abductions, police brutality, and embezzlement of the parliament. So far, these are my points to state that Ruto has no good track record to deserve re-election. The people went to the ballot boxes. They elected the lawmakers whom they entrusted with responsibility of representing them. They did so with the hope that those they elected are going to air out their grievances as a people. But alas, what happened? The president, before the united opposition came, decided that he's going to buy the whole parliament. He's going to pay because he realized they are tumbocrats. They are people whom when their stomachs are full, they can be robot controlled. And so, the will of the people was subverted. Yes, we say that the sovereign power belongs to the people, that they can either practice it directly or indirectly. But that indirectly through representation by the members of parliament, for instance, is not happening. And now, that is the track record of President William Samoei Ruto. 2. The judiciary is working in favor of the government. That is the track record of President William Samoei Ruto. Parliament is signing bills into laws without even questioning, without even blinking. That is the legacy. That is the plan. That is the agenda of President William Samoei Ruto. Scrapping off of the NHIF, the National Health Insurance Fund, to Social Health Insurance Fund. I would ask, was it necessary to do so? And my response to that is no. Instead of enhancing an existing system and sealing the loopholes, they decided to create another system that they're going to use to siphon money from Kenyans. That is the SHIF through the Social Health Authority. Now, the eminent question that I've always been posing and I'm not getting a response is, people for a long time, or Kenyans for that matter, for a long time, they made contribution via NHIF. And when NHIF was scrapped, there were pending bills that the hospitals were demanding. There were contributions that people made. Can we be gladly told where those monies to the tunes of billions went to? Because as it is, SHA was begun with new registrations, new contributions. Where did the previous contributions go to? You said there was lipa pole pole, like if 600 per month was what your minimum, or how do I call it, this kind of, the means testing gave you, you'd be able to pay little by little per month. But as we speak, you have to pay it a full year. What happens if the next regime decides also to scrap off the SHA or the SHIF? Now, that is the track record of William Samoei Ruto. Time and again, I have said that we as a citizen, we do not rely on promises. We don't rely on plans. We rely on actions. We rely on what we are seeing. We rely on what we feel. For instance, if the government insists that the economy under the administration is doing good, we as a citizens are the persons who are supposed to say that the economy is improving. The economy is stable. Because when the economy is improving, when the GDP is improving, when the capital per income is improving, it is we who are going to feel the effect from our pockets. We who purchase on a daily basis, we who consume in a daily basis, down from the lower class, the middle class, and we shall all be feeling the effect of an improved economy. Likewise, when the economy is deteriorating, we are going to feel the effect. So, let that spear, which is so painful to the pig, but to you as a human you feel better because you want to consume that meat, let it also be subject to the pain that you as a human being feels. For instance, in Swahili it says, mkuki kwa nguruwe mtamu, ila kwa binadamu mchungu. So the president should not just be speaking incoherently just to let the crowds cheer him and drive a narrative that is receiving support. He should know he was elected to work for the people of Kenya, not to do some drama alongside vehicle rooftops. He should be working, not blaming. For heaven's sake, he is the president. Why should he even be talking about Kalonzo Musyoka? Why should he even be talking about the united opposition? I mean, how does he expect to turn Kenya into Singapore-like? Yet, corruption is the meal that they consume on a daily basis. Just tell me, I want to know. Mr. President, it's either you are being advised and you're not taking the advice, or you're being ill-advised, or you have employed advisors whom it is you who advise them. Are we reading from the same page, or you have a different thought from mine? A country is not run from promises. It is run from tangible, not intangibles. Or if it is intangibles, then we should be feeling the effect. I don't know what's your take on this. Give me your thought in the comment section below. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from a YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Halif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.